the sands within the desert of the country of Bukatili, in the continent of Klainguyistlicee, that is a part of planet number Z-Tex, that is named planet Linguini, that was created by the god of heaven named Kadia. And Kadia was the one that planted this seed in the country of Bukatili, and from there it traveled through the city, made Galloped and spread its roots underneath the city of Kaylee, where it kept rushing through the ground and entered the city of Ziterre, that is right next to the city of that the sea has now passed through and has now entered the town of Torkdelia in the state of Talia, where the seed is continuing to expand its roots around the border that is between the state of Talia and the state of Cameronistan, where this seed shall develop its roots into next and to drive faster and faster, it eventually reaches the town of Galloped, where it will continue to break through the underground of a mountain named Mount Galloped, that continues to spread its terrains, that this seed is continuing to accelerate through the village of Lakamayo, where the sea took a break until Rakayoli clouds start raining down red droplets made of cacti tilapia, crystallized materials that will melt anything it lands on, and it landed on the ground where the seed was at currently, and the droplets started to melt the ground and make the seed continue to expand its roots further and further until it got to the center of the metropolis of Dictator here, where the seed started to multiply itself. And became 25 seeds that began to stretch all of its roots from all 25 seeds that have made their way to the megalopolis of Corazioli, that is on the border of the next state that the seeds will travel to, as when they have reached the conurbation of Macomerdonge, that is made up of 5 towns, namely the most eastern town in Fuscayelalai, the second most eastern town in Papalerdojo, the middle town that is left of the town of Urkailero, which is the second most western town that is next to the town of Fegatulakina. And this is the most western town of conurbation of Macedongi. That 25 seeds have reached, and as her own and entered the castle and saw a beautiful throne chair where this warrior by the name of Kaylee now sits as she awaits for someone to give her a mission. A few days after, someone came to the castle door and knocked on the door, and Kaylee said, "Who's there?" And a voice screamed, "It's Gertrude. Let me in, please. I have something to tell you." Okay! Come in. Come in. Come in. Ask Gertrude heard what Kaylee said and entered the castle and said to Kaylee that JX Lana would be sending the next doppelganger by the name of Iliac to fight you to the death on September 28th. And you'll have to show her that you're as fast as an eel and as strong as a yak, and that when you combine these you get Iliac. But when you spell that backwards you get Kaylee, which is the most affectionate, beautiful, compassionate, daring, extravagant, fearful, gorgeous, hell-bent, intelligent, joyful, kindred, linguistic, majestic, nurturing, optimistic, polished, quintessential, royal, sophisticated, talented, unbeatable, versatile, worthy, youthful, and zealous warrior that shall take Iliac in a fight to the death. Will you do that? Kaylee's Gertrude asked, and Kaylee said, "I will try. I will try my very best to show Iliac who the real strongest, most beautiful cook, cowgirl, witch, and plant monster truly is as when Gertrude heard that she said good, and seeing as us we ship a day of September 12th, you should probably get going so that you can get there by September 28th. As you'll be going to the secret room to find Iliac and fight her to the death, and this won't be an easy adventure, so I will help you. Are you ready to depart, or shall